Greetings from Erie hockey fans. It is a Class Single A PIHL matchup here from the Erie Bank Sports Complex in Erie, Pennsylvania. It is Norwin, it is McDowell, a rematch of the 2022 PIHL Class A final from last season. We're getting it in the first round this year. My name is Brian Mitchell. Thank you for joining me on Pittsburgh Hockey Digest online. And if you want to go check it out on your television, you can watch it on the 10-band TV app on your Amazon Fire and Roku enabled televisions. Come on, check it out. Talk about this contest. One of these two teams is vying for the opportunity to drive about 120 miles south from this rink to the RMU Island Sports Center next Wednesday, I believe, is the contest that we played. I believe it'll be an 8 o'clock start or 9 o'clock start from the island. We're going to talk about the rosters, talk about what's going on here in this contest. Big news coming out of Erie, of course, as the McDowell, this rematch happens. Again, wait for the players to get out on the ice here momentarily. I had a whole pregame spiel, but if you've ever been to this rink, we are over top of the ice surface directly. The boards are about a foot in front of us and about 25 feet straight down, so you're going to have a hard time with the sight lines here. I'm going to try to do everything I can to bring you the action from the Great North here. So we're also shoved in like sardines in what is referred to as the media box up here. I've called a couple games. We'll give you the rosters right now for the visiting Norwin Knights. They defeated the West Allegheny Indians 6-5 last week at the Palmer Imaging Arena. It's also very cold, so you'll hear me slow down every once in a while here. Talk about it this way. It'll be Mike Robinson coming home, coaching the Knights in this contest, assisted by Scott Thomas and Denny Zaravica. They were 15-4-1 on the regular season, 31 points, put them third in the blue division. The team manager is Jamie Sorelli. Number 8 will be Sean Hanley. Number 12 will be Cade Zaravica. Number 13 will be Zane Zaravica. Number 16 will be Dominic Constantino. Preston Stoner will be wearing 18 tonight. Dom Sorelli will be wearing 28. Mitch Solciak will be wearing 30. Number 40 will be Parker Toth. Number 57 will be Logan Robb. Number 58 will be Aaron Verratti. Dylan Kanzis will be wearing 80. Zach Singleton will be wearing 81. Alex Thomas will be wearing 85. And Joe Vecchio will be wearing 88. Starting in goal will be number 39, Owen Burmeister. Owen was 12-5 on the season with an .857 save percentage and a shutout. Of course, the Norwin Knights, the defending Penguin Cup champions in Single A and the runner-up to the States last season after the victory over the McDowell Trojans at the UPMC Lemieux Sports Complex. They're all vying to get back this season. Unfortunately, we're going to get that contest in the first run right now. On the opposite side will be McDowell. They were 16-3-1 on this season, 33 points. They were second in the gold division. Head coached by Alex Lubby, assisted by Greg Cox, Jake Heller, Nick Jenkins, Robert Kowalis, Chris Wassel, and Daniel Miller. I'm not sure who's going to be on the bench this evening. Chong Lim is the team manager. Number 5, Gino Heenan. Sorry, number 8, Gino Heenan. Number 10 will be Alex Lim. Number 11 will be Ty Turner. Number 12 will be Charlie Crowers. Number 17 will be Tommy Vanderlip. Number 19 will be Danny Conrad. Number 20 will be Dylan Payne. Number 26 will be Jacob Banowitz. Number 32 will be Wendell Nadavad. Number 34 will be Bryce Peterson. Number 44 will be Logan Pierce. 71 will be Alex D'Onofrio. Braden Martin will be wearing 88. Harrison Para will be wearing 92. Chris Brucci will be wearing number 93. Hayden Franos will be wearing 95. Nico Valentine will be wearing 96. And Nico Catalde will be wearing 97. Starting in goal for the McDowell Trojans will be Ryan Elkin. 10-2 on the season with an .898 save percentage and 2 shutouts. Dylan Martin backs him up this evening and also wearing 50. We'll be back momentarily with the warm-ups and the opening face-off here at the UPMC rink of the Erie Bank Sports Park. I'm Brian Mitchell. This is Berg Hockey Live. Thank you for joining me up here. All right, we've got officials on the ice. We're a little bit closer, of course, in the PIHL. When you get to the postseason, you now start seeing 2 referees, 2 linesmen, instead of the single referee and linesman combos that you see during the regular season. Gonna get some players out on the ice momentarily, and then get a little warm-up action for you here from the Erie Bank Sports Park. A little bit warmer than the last time I was here calling tournaments. Home benches will be to your right. Away benches will be to the left, as signified above the benches. We're waiting for players still. We're still a little bit delayed here. It's going to have homecoming for Mike Robinson, who's from the Erie area for Norwin. Rematch of the 2022 PIHL Single A Finals last season. Again, if you're watching us on your computer, you can switch over to your Roku or Amazon Fire enabled smart TV and watch us on the 10-band TV app. You can watch that on the Pittsburgh Hockey Digest channel on there, because we got some students from Norwin and that made the trip here this evening, and also McDowell fans, people around the outside of the rinks. We have players. The McDowell Trojans in the white with blue trim and gray accents, silver accents, I guess, if you must say. So it's going to be silver versus gold here on the accents of the jerseys. On the opposite side, it will be the Norwin Knights. They will have their traditional blue jerseys with the gold trim and the whitish gray accents that have on those jerseys. They'll get warmed up, and we'll be back. I'm not going to have any angle. All right. You're good. Of course, in goal tonight, going to see this is the backup goaltender for McDowell. That'll be Dylan Martin that you're watching right now during warm-ups. On the opposite side. Like I say, it's a really weird vantage point up here because you're pretty high up in the air. We're trying to get organized up here, get everybody in a position. Owen Burmeister on the opposite side for Norwin, and warmed up. Head coach Alex Lubby speaking with the referees momentarily. Look at the Norwin bench. Throwing in a new extra cam here. Mr. Denny Zaravica. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently, we're having internet problems here up at the Erie Bank Sports Park. I knew that was going to happen at some point. That might be intermittent. For some reason, I decided to reconnect to something. We're getting ready for the opening face-off, though, momentarily. Missing tonight for the Norwin Knights. Injured forward Mario Cavallaro, 41 points on the season, was second on the squad, just ahead of Dom Cirilli, but apparently light years behind his junior teammate Alex Thomas, who in 18 games put in 70 points on the season. We will have the national anthem. As I said in the pregame, this is a unique vantage point as you're about 1 foot off of the ice, but 20 feet up. So we're not going to have anything for you directly in front of us, probably left to right the entire zone. We'll do everything we can to get all of that for you. But as for now, we've got a 17-minute time frame to get to the end of the first. The Norwin Knights and the McDowell Trojans here from the Erie Bank Sports Park. My name is Brian Mitchell. Thank you for joining me here from Erie, Pennsylvania. Either team with names on the back of their jerseys. So we'll get the names with the numbers here momentarily. King will drop the puck and be won by the Knights. The Knights will went back into their zone to chase the round. Constantino will dump that one around out to Hanley, who just dumps it down the ice around. Be picked up by Franos. Franos just dumps that one back down. No icing on the play. It goes back down around. Sean Hanley behind the net. Hanley passes this one around. I believe it's Constantino will pass that back for Hanley. It'll be Braden Martin passing it out, kept in nicely by Hayden Franos. Franos dumps that into the near corner. That'll come back up to the point, back down, up, and picked up by Alex Thomas. Thomas comes out of the zone with the head of steam, so he's going to be rubbed off by Hayden Franos. Franos will pass that one out, will be picked up nicely by the Knights and dumped in, and 16:15 to go. We'll have our first whistle of the contest. It's going to come outside the zone. Once again, it's going to be very bare bones for us this evening, as this is a unique situation, a unique location for us. Face off one back. McDowell will take that one, lose it along the boards. It'll be bounced back out. It's going to go the length of the ice. They call an ice on the play, and Kansas will just let it go for an icing call. 6:09 remaining first period. Scoreless here at the Erie Bank Sports Park. Thank you for joining us here on this Tuesday mid-evening. Zaravica will step in, and back it'll go. Ty Turner will win the face-off. Back for Logan Pierce. It'll be brought out of the zone and just picked up by Verratti. Back out to the point. McDowell will just dump that one down. It'll come in and dumped in around the boards where Verratti will just miss it. Aaron Verratti just leaves that one around, goes back for Zach Singleton. Then we'll bounce it around. McDowell will play pong in the corner. It'll be dumped back down. They'll battle in the near corner where I have a really tough vantage point to see anything going on there, so I'm going to try to use my scoreboard here. Back down and dumped in by Alex Lim. It'll come out of the zone and clear down along the near wall. Back down, Lim will carry it up along the half wall, back out, bounced around, out by Gino Heenan. He'll put it back into the zone. Back down, had it off by the Knights, and it'll be cleared around behind the net. Alex Thomas dumps this one out. It'll go to Zane Zaravica. Zane will just get the puck, big hit in front of us, and it'll be run down along and cleared back into the zone for an icing call with 14:56 remaining in the first period. Scoreless here at the Erie Bank Sports Park. This is the UPMC rink. There are two rinks here. I believe this is the practice rink for the Erie Otters of the OHL. If memory does serve me correctly. Of course, home, if I don't say it, I'll get yelled at. Home of the Mid-Atlantic Broomball Tournament, which I call way too many games for at some point. Alex Thomas will take the puck and bounce this one along the boards, back out. Cleared in by D'Onofrio, and it'll go down behind for Burmeister. Burmeister missed a couple weeks on the season around the All-Star game. Of course, Sean Hanley was able to step in and suffice as a backup. They didn't really have a backup goaltender. They were playing with a position player in. Did pretty well. 3-0 on the season was Hanley. He's wearing 8 out there right now. Back up along the boards, and it goes past D'Onofrio, and it goes the length. No icing on the play, picked up by Bryce Peterson. Peterson will pass that one all the way down in front of us. Catalde will just let that one go in. Goes behind the net, picked up by Kansas. He'll get the regroup on it. Looks for Constantino, can't get it across, so it'll go back behind. Catalde will throw that one in front, back up to the point. Shot in, tipped across, and it's going to be blocked and sent to the near wall. They'll battle, and it'll come outside the zone. Back down comes Constantino. Constantino into the zone. Waits Verratti. Comes across for Thomas. Thomas throws one in front for Constantino. Nobody on. Rebound for Verratti. And it goes back behind. He gets knocked down. And we have a call on the ice. Is it saying nets off? I'm going to say the net's off. 13:45 remaining in the first period. Face-off will come up to the right. Sorry, to the left of Elkin. Once again, Elkin 10-2 on the season, a 144 goals against average and 898 save percentage, 2 shutouts on the year. Only gave up 26 goals. Back around. Kept in nicely by Kanzis. I'll bounce it around. It'll be picked up by Banowicz. Banowicz will dump that across. It'll be Zaravica dumping it up. Past Cirilli. They'll battle around. Logan Tom can't get to it, so it goes back up to the point, back out, and cleared for another icing call with 13:21 remaining in the first. It's like Ty Turner will step in with Alex Thomas. Back around, won by McDowell. Across and in. Thomas picks it up on the backhand, looks for the shot on. Save made by Elkin. Goes back along the half wall. Verratti leaves it. It's going to be out of the zone. And here come the Trojans. Trojans into the zone. Big hit along the boards. It'll stay directly underneath us. And it'll go back into the Norwin zone where Burmeister will leave it for Verratti. Verratti backs it up along the boards for Turner. They'll bounce it around. It'll be picked up nicely by the Knights, and in comes Joe Vecchio. Vecchio on the backhand, shot over Elkin, cleared by Ty Turner back into the corner, but Thomas is able to get the rebound. Goes back to the point. Verratti's shot goes off a skate and stays in the slot. Turner takes the puck and dumps that one out for Verratti. Down, it's going to go up and around over Parker Toth and back into the zone where Logan Pierce will collect the puck. Back in and around. Picked up by the Knights. The Knights with a vicious forecheck here early. Almost all the pressure from them. It's going to be picked up and cleared by Nico Valentine. Across for the Knights and shot on by Constantino. Bryce Peterson leaves that one around. Cross drop shot for Zaravica. A shot on by Stoner goes wide and picked up and cleared by the Trojans. Constantino bounces this one back up along the boards. Zaravica loses it, and it's going to be picked up and cleared back in to Elkin. D'Onofrio carries this one into the zone, gets stood up by Tom. Ooh, that was an unfortunate hit on D'Onofrio as he came in with an open bench, and he got hit into the open bench by Tom. Back in and out. Hanley waits for it, and they'll regroup. You'll hate to see that. As D'Onofrio was coming across the front of the benches, the door was open, and he just took a slight hit from Logan Robb, and Robb put him in along the boards. We're still scoreless here, 11:16 remaining in the first period from the Erie Bank Sports Complex here in Erie, Pennsylvania. It'll be won by the Trojans, but turned over, and Robb collects the puck, comes around, and it's going to be picked up and cleared out along the boards by Vanderlip. They're going to say off. It comes out and goes offside, so we'll have a face-off directly in front of the McDowell bench. 11:01 to go here in the first. Thomas steps in with Harrison Parra, and it's won by Thomas. Cleared in by Verratti. Goes back behind. Hayden Franos up along the boards, out. Thomas will collect that puck. Thomas gets a big hit up along the boards, and out comes McDowell. McDowell into the offensive zone, and they're going to be offside 10:43 remaining in the first. We'll have another face-off. It'll be directly in front of us. Here's an intriguing angle for you. Face-off one cleared in by McDowell. It'll go around for Hanley. It'll be picked up by Valentine. It'll be dumped back down behind the net. Zach Singleton will just bounce this one back out of the zone. And it'll be a foot race down into the near corner. Norwin battles off with McDowell here, and out of the zone they go. They'll throw it long enough, but not hard enough. It'll go on net. Instead of being an ice, it ends up being a whistle outside and falling down was Hanley. Well, 10-11 remaining in the first. Zaravica and Catalde go into face-off. Back down, and it'll be cleared across. Opportunity here for the Trojans. A battle off Catalde, passes one around for Martin. Back down, goes along for Bryce Peterson. Peterson bounces that one around. Back down, it'll be up in front. Martin throws one around Burmeister. Thrown across, and we got a little extra action along the boards, but Burmeister makes the save on the wraparound attempt, sprawling out. 9:52 remaining in the first. Still scoreless here at Erie Bank Sports Park. Stuff cleared down along the boards, and it'll be kept in nicely by Peterson. It'll go around looking for Mark. Back up along the boards. D'Onofrio will collect the puck, but it's going to go out for Zaravica, who just dumps that one in. It'll go length and waved off the icing there. Back around for Martin. Can't keep it in, so they'll battle along in front of the bench, and they're going to say the face-off directly in front of the McDowell bench. 9:24 to go in the first. Once again, my name is Brian Mitchell. This is Berg Hockey live from the Erie Bank Sports Park here in Erie, Pennsylvania. Thank you for joining me on the Pittsburgh Hockey Digest YouTube page. Or you can join on your smart TV if you have Amazon, Fire, or Roku apps. Find the 10-band TV app. You can watch us on the Pittsburgh Hockey Digest channel on that. Thanks to Todd Kazarowski and all of those good people at 10-band. Back down, Alex Thomas, let's go. It's going to be picked up by Hayden Franos. He'll just dump this one up along the half wall, and it'll go out. Did they call that in? They're saying that's good by Kanzis. Nice keep by Alex Kanzis. Back up and along. It'll be picked up by McDowell, but it's going to be tipped around. Thomas with a quick stick there to keep the puck deep. Franos will take this one, dump that one around. Constantino's along the half wall. He'll take a shot that bounces around and cleared up along for Singleton. Kanzis. Kanzis throws one across. Back down, shot on by Preston Stoner. Goes wide, back out to the point. Kansas dumps one down, looking across. Zane Zaravica over for Constantino. Tipped across, rebound, sits in front. Oh, Zane Zaravica right there. Thomas shot goes wide of the net, comes into the near half wall. It'll be collected and cleared by the Trojans. Down, Kansas will take the puck. Zone across to his defensive partner, and they'll pass it out off the stick of Sorelli. Back up for Kansas, and back down, it'll be Gino Heenan. Heenan on the season, 17 points. Shot on save by Burmeister. He'll go back out to the point. He picked up by Thomas in the near corner. He'll wheel around behind the net, wait. A little bit of pressure from the Trojans, and Thomas comes around all of them, and he'll carry it out of the zone. Thomas across center, across the blue, into the zone. Thomas tries to get around a defender. Stick work, nice by the Trojans, and cleared out. Backed out, picked up by Singleton. Singleton across for Verratti. In comes Zaravica. Cade Zaravica along the half wall. Back in the near corner, Zaravica dishing around. Big hit by Logan Pierce, goes back down. Cirilli dumps one around for Verratti. Verratti up for Logan Robb. Veratti across for Zaravica. Cade Zaravica, nice pass across. Comes on, shot, save, made, rebound. Robb behind the net. Throws one up for Cirilli. He'll get it in the corner and dumps that one down along the boards. He'll come back down. Robb comes in with a hit, and it'll be picked up by Logan Pearson, cleared out of the zone. Veratti just dumps that one back in softly, and 6:45 to go. We'll have another go at it here. Down and cleared out of the zone, where Burmeister will leave it for Veratti. Aaron Veratti. Back down and around. And dumped up along the boards. Alex Thomas dances around a couple defenders, brings it into the zone. Thomas, the shot, save, made by Elkin. Rebound comes down. We cleared up, and here comes McDowell into the zone. McDowell dumps that one in, and it'll be an icing call. 6:07 remaining in the first period. Scoreless here from the Erie Bank Sports Park. Face off inside the McDowell zone. One back to Singleton. He'll dump that one into the near corner, picked up by D'Onofrio. Dump that around Hanley on the backhand, gets it around, and it'll be picked up by Parker Toth. Hack around, dumped into the near wall. McDowell will try to get this one out, passes one across for the defense, and Toth tries to get around a defender. Thomas can't separate it, so it'll be directly in front of us. Picked up and dumped in by the Knights. Back out Hanley, shot cleared out by Elkin. 5:33 remaining, first period. Another face-off in the offensive zone for the Norwin Knights. Cade Zaravica will step in with Bryce Peterson. So that's Wendell Natvidad, and it'll be cleared out by the Knights and in directly in front of us, back out of the zone. I'm going to lose the puck a lot directly below us. Back down Braden Martin into the zone. Martin across. Catalde. Shot goes up off along the back wall. Shot on by Martin. Up over Burmeister off the crossbar. What they're going to say, dead puck. Face-off coming up to the left of the Norwin net. Burmeister, only a junior, one of those big junior rush last season, the sophomore rush last season that led him to the state title game. Burmeister, Thomas, Cavallaro, all those players, Constantino, all juniors this year. Aaron Veratti, Singleton, Kansas, all there. Got another year of them coming. Very young team. Only two seniors playing this evening. Those are Sean Hanley and Logan Robb. Back out to the point, shot across. Norwin trying to clear the zone. He'll go into the near corner. Oh wait, thrown on shot by Natvidad, and it'll come back out, and it'll go down the ice. No icing on the play. Puck goes behind the net. Back around. Elkin will dump that one around. Back up, shot on. Ooh, through Elkin and out of play. Looked like a close redeflection there, but no cake. 9:29 remaining in the first period. Sorry, 4:29 remaining in the first. Face off to the left of Elkin. One back by the Knights. Shot on, goes up, bounces in front of Elkin. Takes a quick hop and holds on to it. We'll have another face off. Thank you for joining me here from Erie. Down and around, it'll be picked up by Alex Lim. Up, bounced around for Nico Valentine, and out of the zone it goes. Picked up and dumped in by Lim, or Ty Turner. Gino Heenan behind the net, leaves it for Kansas. Back up, shot on, goes into the near corner. It'll be cleared out. And the Trojans will reset and dump it back in. Burmeister will stop it, but he's going to misplay it. Almost goes to a forechecking Trojan, but unable to do anything was McDowell. Thomas carries it out of the zone with a head of steam. Thomas has 3 to beat. Thomas in all himself. Good stick work by Nico Valentine. Back out. Hanley will dump that one up, and it'll be cleared in by Gino Heenan. Behind the net, it'll be left by Burmeister. Passed out in here. On the return in is McDowell. Back around Singleton. Leaves one up along the half wall. They picked up, and Parker Toth dumps this one down in front of us, and it'll be cleared up along the near wall. It'll go back around. Elkin will fall on it and hold on to it. 2:56 remaining in the first period. Scoreless still here at the Erie Bank Sports Park. Face off to the left of starter Ryan Elkin, the senior. Back and cleared out by McDowell. Up by Zach Singleton. And here come the Knights again. The Knights will dump this one up. Picked up nicely by Franos. He'll dump that one into the zone, and Burmeister throws that one around for Hanley. Back around, Cade Zaravica. They're up for Logan Robb. Back out. Ooh, had Cirilli going, but it was a nice play by Charlie Crowder. Sorry, that was Tommy Vanderlip. The opportunity there, and coming the other way is Logan Robb. Logan Robb comes in offside on the play. 2:10 remaining. Of a face-off outside the zone. He'll drop the face-off directly to our right. The camera takes off a couple feet, actually adds a couple feet to it. We are really close to play right here. Constantino throws one across. And back up. It'll be cleared out to Catalde. Catalde picks up the puck, carries it in. Nico Catalde. Shot on, off the outside of the post, back around. Picked up by Alex Lim, but it's going to be Alex Thomas taking it the other way. Thomas across center, throws one over for Constantino. Constantino back to Thomas. Back around, looking across. Had Parker Toth go into the net, was unable to go there, and that one gets cleared into the rafters, and we'll have another face-off. Face-off to the right of Elkin. Toth throws this one just out of play along netting. Face-off come outside the zone. 1:37 to go in the first period. Face-off in front of the McDowell bench. One back for Kansas, and he'll just dump that one in. McDowell dumps that one up along the boards and into the zone. Back down and out. He picked up by Brace Peterson, who dumps that one in for Kansas. Sitting in the near corner. Battle around for Parker Toth. Toth leaves it for Kansas. He'll pass that one around for Thomas, and out comes Catalde with the shot and save by Burmeister. 54.9 seconds to go in the first period. Ty Turner will step in with Cade Zaraveka. Back around in the near corner up to Turner, and it's cleared out, and just the length of the ice on net. So he'll play it, just dump that one into the corner for Franos. Franos will take that puck, bounce it around, has Rob. Rob hacked down and cleared out by Gino Heenan. Baratti dumps that one back into the zone, 28 seconds to go in the first. They'll battle down and into the near corner. It'll be cleared up and out, probably directly to us. 17 seconds to go of another faceoff. Great turnout here at the Erie Bank Sports Park. Thomas steps in with Ty Turner, and it'll be one back around for Valentine. Nico Valentine will dump that one out. Has Gino Heenan. Heenan coming in, 6 seconds to go. Gets knocked up by Baratti. No penalty on the play. Constantino behind. That's probably going to do it for the period, and that is the end of the first period. It is a scoreless contest here in the rematch of the 2022 PIHL Class A Finals last season. Norwin nothing, McDowell nothing. We'll be right back. Scoreless here at the Erie Bank Sports Park. My name is Brian Mitchell. Thank you for joining me here on this Tuesday evening. These two teams vying for an opportunity to head about 120 miles south to the RMU Island Sports Center, where the semifinals will be played next Wednesday for the Single A portion of the tournament. And then a chance to go to the Penguin Cup final at the UPMC Lemieux Sports Complex, which is just about a little bit closer, about 100 miles from here. Cataldi will carry it in, shoots that one just up and into the netting. But then again, if they were able to succeed in both of those objectives, they will end up back at the RMU Island Sports Complex as a state championship looms at 11 a.m. on the 25th of March on Saturday morning for the Single A tournament against the Flyers Cup champions. Of course, you can watch all of that action from this point forward on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Elkin with a big save there. That's a little look ahead, but we got to get there first. We've got a couple more games this week, including the game that will show which matchup either of these teams is going to have next week at the RMU Island Sports Center, as Kiski and, no, sorry, it would be Fox Chapel and the Cinderella Shaler face off. Shaler winning last week in their playing game to get where they're at now. We brought in by Cataldi, rebound, shot by Martin, saved by Burmeister, big hit by Hanley, and we have a penalty coming up, and way too much extra going on this early in a scoreless game. Penalties coming up to Hanley and Peterson. Let's see what the officials call here. Peterson and Hanley, the guilty parties. No hand signals, so we'll leave it up to the PA to let us know, but they'll have a face-off outside the zone. They are going to go 5-on-5 here. Face-off stays in the zone to the right or left. Let them get situated here. Nope, coming back out of the zone. 16:20 in the period. Coincidental Miners back in. McDowell will dump that one in along the near wall. We brought in, shot and saved by Burmeister. 16:10 remaining in the second period. Ty Turner steps in and loses the face-off to Cade Zaravica. Zaravica battles in the near wall. It'll be dumped around, looking for Kansas. Gino Heenan battles this one back into the half wall, where Ty Turner collects it. Across, shot on, goes wide, and goes back along the near ball. McDowell bounces that one out. Back down for Heenan. Gino Heenan loses one around. A shot on by Valentine goes wide. D'Onofrio gets hit a second major time here. He gets up slow again by Joe Vecchio. And they'll clear this one outside the zone, and in comes Zaravica around. Back down, Vecchio, a big hit along the wall, back out, cleared, and Constantino can't collect it. He'll collect it back in the, he almost loses the puck again. The Heenan, Constantino having a hard time with the biscuit. Back down and in along the wall. D'Onofrio dumped that one into the zone, and it'll be picked up by Norwin and carried in and dumped. Icing is an initial call. They waved it off. Vanderlip will carry it up along the half wall. Out of the zone, picked up by Danny Conrad. Conrad into the zone. Conrad waits, throws one in front, save made, rebound. Comes back out, shot, blocked by Thomas. Rebound held on, and shot on and held on to by Burmeister. 14:32 remaining in the second. Scoreless here in the second period. Class Single A quarterfinal from the Erie Bank Sports Park. Thank you for joining us. Off one back in and up around, and it'll be cleared out by Norwin. McDowell will chase it down. Harrison Parra throws one across. Vanderlip couldn't get to it, so they'll get it in the near corner. It'll come back out by Preston Stoner. Stoner throws one around to Banowitz. It's down in the near wall. Franos. This is one out to the point. Cade Zaravica bounces one around, and it comes out of the zone for Constantino. Constantino has one that goes back in to the zone. Franos dumps one all the way down, where Constantino will play catch with him long distance. It'll be cleared back in by McDowell. Sorry, it's getting a little bit tougher to follow along with the puck here. Cleared out by Singleton, out across for Zaravica. Cade Zaravica on the backhand. Look for Logan Robb. Back around. It bounces off of Cataldi over to Martin. Back to Cataldi in the zone. Cataldi in. Looking around for Martin. Nice play to get it across, but couldn't get a stick on it. Was Martin, and out come the Knights. Sorelli dumps one across, bounces one to half wall. Out, and McDowell will try to get it the other way, but it'll be picked up nicely by Kansas, and it will be cleared back in by the Trojans. 12:58 remaining. Kansas around. Out Singleton. Up and across for Sorelli. It'll go past him, back into the zone. Alex Lim lets it go, and it comes back out and cleared in where Nico Catalde comes in. Shot just goes wide. He gets a little bit of an extra tie up there. Well, face off, and here comes Alex Thomas with a head of steam. Thomas into the zone, gets around a defender, comes in on a backhand shot, scores! Alex Thomas! 70 points on a regular season, gets his first goal of this contest, and it is 1-0 Norwin. 12:20 remaining in the second period. Thomas with a head of steam. So it'll just come in, get around the defender, pull Elkin to the far post, and just sneak it around him on the backhand. 12:20 to go. 1-0 Norwin leads. Back down. McDowell. That one across for Thomas. Alex Thomas into the zone. Thomas gets around a couple defenders again. He's looking for two. Thomas throws one for Vecchio. It'll be picked up by D'Onofrio in the near wall, their corner, and it'll be cleared up to the point. Verratti shoots when it goes up across for Constantino. Constantino's shot goes on off the glove, off the stick of Elkin, off the wall, and he catches it on the fly. Face off, one back around, and it'll be cleared out of the zone by McDowell. The Trojans try to work out of the corner. Back around, good for Gino Heenan. Heenan on the backhand, finds Ty Turner. Turner clears one around for Constantino. And it'll be cleared out. Back into the zone. They'll go. D'Onofrio leaves it. And picked up by Banowitz. He'll carry it out of the zone. Banowitz in, comes in around. Burmeister will dump that one up along the half wall. Out past Zane Zaravica, and here comes Alex Thomas again. Thomas, another head of steam, gets around a defender, comes in, looks for the same move, and he couldn't finish that time. So comes back down. Back out, and it'll be dumped back in. Trojans will regroup, try to get it out of the zone. Back down, picked up by Banowitz. Banowitz shot blocked by Hanley. They're the two problem children out of the box. Back around, and Logan Robb steals that puck off of the waning stick. Back in comes Robb. Robb gets around a defender, comes in and looks for the pass in front. Verratti, I'm sorry. That was Dom Cirilli looking for it. Goes back down. Picked up by Hanley on the half wall. Hanley bounces one up along. Harrison Parra. Parra dumps that one in behind. Thomas with a little sneaky pass up for Cirilli for Robb. Back around. Double team on Cirilli. And it'll bounce around out for Harrison Parra. Parra into the zone. Comes in, shot, save Burmeister out to the netting, and face off coming up, 9:47 to go in the second period. It's a tough thing to say, but Norwin has a pretty solid edge in this contest, getting to every loose puck. The opportunities for McDowell are very few and far in between. Cleared back out. And here comes Norwin across. Shot on by Vecchio, goes high and around. Vecchio tries to get to the puck in the corner, does so. Vecchio throws one up, goes out, picked up by Catalde. Up, and out comes Braden Martin. Martin waits, throws one around for Catalde. Save made, rebound picked up by Zaravica. Penalty coming up against McDowell as an errant stick came into the skates of Zaravica. And a tripping minor coming up, and it looks like it's going to go against Braden Martin. No, I apologize. The penalty was on not of that. And we'll have a face-off and a power play coming up for the Norwin Knights. 9:18, time of the minor. Wendell Notavdad takes a tripping minor. Thomas passes this one off. Then, and here come Thomas once again. Shot across for Elkin. Behind, Thomas will collect the rebound up along the half wall. Regroup. Shot on, tipped in front for Zaravica, and it's going to be picked up and cleared up along the near wall by McDowell and out. 8:50 to go in the second. Vecchio leave it for Constantino. Constantino into the zone. Waits. Along the boards. Constantino backhands it across for Vecchio. Joe Vecchio across. Constantino shot by Thomas goes back out. Thomas, the junior captain of these Knights. Back around for Vecchio. Back for Alex Thomas. Thomas tries to come in and clears up, but Braden Martin will take it and dumps that one off of the bench, and all the face-off deep. 8:07 to go in the second period. 49 seconds to go in the minor. Let me see if I can pull that one into the view for you on your scoreboard. There we go. I put that one in for you. Like I said, we're working on some adjustments for some new tech for next year, and got the opportunity to come up and call a game tonight. So Martin will win the faceoff, and Cataldi will win the faceoff, and it'll be cleared out. Back down, Constantino. Waits and comes around. Bounce that one out for Sorelli. It'll be picked up by Vecchio on his way in. Loses the puck. He's got to regroup, get his guys back on. Thomas into the zone. Thomas waits, throws him around for Sorelli. Nobody home. Sorelli with the play to get the puck, but nobody there to pass it to, so it goes back along the half wall and cleared out. 14 seconds to go on the minor. 7:25 to go in the second period. In comes Vecchio. Vecchio waits, gets around a couple defenders. On the backhand, looks for Thomas. Penalty is expired. Kept in by Constantino. Back behind, it'll be picked up, and it'll be Vanderlip falling down. Coming up, the net comes off. It stays, oh, maybe it is off its moorings. It came up over top of the netminder. Didn't know if it was going to come back down or not. They whistle it dead with 7:05 remaining in the second period. We'll have another faceoff. Norwin leading 1-0 on a goal by Alex Thomas at 12:20 of this frame. This is a rematch of last year's. And we could say this is almost a pure rematch, as both teams have their core of players that made a difference. Not to say that those seniors didn't make a difference for them, but the players that got them where they went are still around. Back down. Be picked up by McDowell and cleared out. Verratti directly in front of us. It'll be cleared in, and carrying it out is D'Onofrio. It'll be picked up by Thomas. Thomas coming around to defender. Opportunity here. Shot on, save made. Rob couldn't get to it. Back out comes McDowell, and turnover once again. Back down, picked up and carried out. Picked up by Rob. Rob shot high and wide. Gets knocked down by Bryce Peterson. Back around, Danny Conrad will take the puck, dump this one up along the half wall. Dylan Kansas will battle along in front of the bench, and it'll be carried in by Norwin. Kansas being roughed up along the boards. Young Harrison Parra will dump this one down, and 5:53 remaining in the second period. We'll have another face-off on an icing call. Zaravica steps in with Not If Dad, and it'll be cleared up McDowell, but turned over once again along the half wall. Norwin trying to get it. Hanley throws one across for Singleton. Back to Hanley. Hanley across, finds Vecchio coming into the zone. Along the half wall. Behind it, ground it goes. Shot on, just goes wide on the shot by Singleton. Down, they'll battle along the near wall. It'll go back out for Catalde. Nico Catalde, 61 points on the season. They'll regroup and brought out. Once again, it's a turnover, but whistle and coming out of the neutral zone. Roughing call. And it's going to be on Vecchio. Power play coming up to McDowell. 4:57 remaining, second period. The Trojans go to the power play. Face off one back. Up for him and tipped in front by Heenan. Back around, Martin looking for Cataldi and Frensky, picked up and cleared out by Sorelli. And they'll have to regroup in their own zone. The Trojans come out with D'Onofrio. D'Onofrio around for Alex Lim. Lim passes it out, finds Martin. Braden Martin up for Nico Cataldi. Cataldi on the half wall, waits, throws one back for Lim. We'll go back down for Martin. Martin dumps one around. Up by Heenan. And Preston Stoner will take that puck and dump that one the length of the ice. They'll reset and come back out. Will be turned over by Alex Thomas. Stick on puck. Gets knocked down by Bryce Peterson. And will come in directly in front of us. Into the zone, Braden Martin back down. Heenan, 50 seconds to go on the advantage. 3:44 to go in the period. Get the ice cut after this one. Verratti on the backhand. Comes back down, and it's cleared the length of the ice. Bryce Peterson is one for Braden Martin. Back for Nico Cataldi. Cataldi waits. Up to the point. For Tommy Vanderlip, across, shot on. Gets clear out of the corner. That was a shot by Logan Pierce. Goes back up, and it'll be cleared out by the Knights. 5 seconds to go on the advantage. Rob. They carried out by McDowell. Opportunity by Harrison Parra. Parra gets pushed off, and Constantino will have to battle him behind the net. He'll go around the half wall and be backhanded out. Tommy Vanderlip dumps that one back out for Logan Pierce. Pierce into the zone, dumps one in. 2:27 to go in the second period. Back down, shot on, bounces it around. It's going to go on the backhand by the Knights and cleared the length. Logan Pierce waits. A little bit extra going on down here. Who ends up with the puck? It'll be the Knights. And clear it up. Danny Conrad will just dump that one into the zone. 1:53 remaining in the second period. It'll be cleared out, looking for Sorelli. They'll battle along the half wall. And Parker Toth tries to clear it out. Does get it to Alex Thomas. Thomas into the zone. Shot just wide. Back up for Sorelli. Back around behind the net. Thomas leaves it. Shot. Save made by Ryan Elkin. Parker Toth. It's a beautiful pass from Alex Thomas from behind the net. Elkin up to task, and we'll have a face-off. 1:28 remaining in this second period. Face-off one back, Sorelli. And it's going to be Heenan getting knocked down as he goes out. No penalty on the play. Back up. Ty Turner puts that one in and held on to by Burmeister. 1:16 remaining in the second. Face-off coming up to the right of the junior netminder for Norwin. Face-off one back. Martin shot wide. Catalde rebound, goes behind. Backs for Thomas. Thomas has a hard time handling that one. A little bit of pressure there from Nadavdad. It'll be cleared back up, and Norwin having a hard time getting this one back around. It'll be Catalde's shot across. Nadavdad can't get to it, so it's going to be picked up by Vanderlip. Vanderlip will dump that one in. Thomas will just bounce this one around, but it's going to be turned over to McDowell, and they're going to call a hand pass at 49.4 seconds remaining in the second period. Faceoff comes outside the zone, directly in front of the McDowell bench. Back down, cleared up. Vecchio on the backhand. There's that puck at us. It'll be directly in front of us, and it's going to go into the Norwin zone. Verratti. Down and picked up by Vecchio. Vecchio out for Robb. Cleared up and around, looking for Verratti. It's going to be Catalde trying to get to a nice play by Verratti to break that one up. Vanderlip chases it down, has Vecchio all over him. 15 seconds to go in the second period. Puck gets thrown away. Almost the length that we picked up. And icing was initially called, but cleared off. Catalde will dump that one down. 2 seconds to go, 1 second to go. Get that Zamboni out on the ice. We've got an ice cut. 1-0 is your score. Norwin leading McDowell in this quarterfinal matchup from the Erie Bank Sports Park on a goal by Alex Thomas at 12:20 of the second period. We'll be back with your third period after all of this here from the Erie Bank Sports Park. Well, this has been a fun one here from the Erie Bank Sports Park here in Erie, Pennsylvania. I am Brian Mitchell. Thank you for joining me up here in Erie. A little bit of the Zam Cam. I love that. I'm doing that every once in a while. Eventually, I am going to put a wireless on a Zamboni at some point. It will happen. Trust me. Todd Kazarowski and I talk about it all the time. But all right, well, we'll do this. We're going to do the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll talk yesterday's contests. Well, if you're into PIHL and you like upsets, a lot that we can talk about from those as of yesterday. We'll talk about the first one. Well, going into last week, actually, Shaler defeating North Catholic 3-2. Kiski defeating Avonworth 4-3. Quaker Valley over Indiana and Norwin over West Allegheny in the play-in games. This week, Thomas Jefferson defeating Penn Trafford 5-1. The 6th seed Pine Richland defeating Seneca Valley 2-1. Kiski defeating North Hills, the impenetrable North Hills Indians falling to the Kiski Cavaliers 3-2 at the Island yesterday. Kiski on a Cinderella run right now. Upper St. Clair defeating Central Catholic. That was a 7-2 matchup. Upper St. Clair moving on to the Island to face those Pine Richland Rams. North Allegheny waiting for their opponent as they defeated the Cathedral Prep Ramblers 3-0 at Barrel yesterday. Of course, Cathedral Prep shares this rink with McDowell. South Fayette defeating Franklin Regional and come from behind faction. They were down 2-1 in the third period. Were able to win 3-2. Greater Latrobe and Bishop McCourt. They're tied at 1 on the Wildcat Network. I tried to catch a little bit of that action before we got started, but unfortunately was unable to see what was going on from the War Memorial out in Johnstown. We're a little bit far away from there. But here, of course, Norwin leading McDowell 1-0 in the second intermission. A couple other games tonight. Hempfield and Armstrong. That will be on the High Top Sports Network. Mount Lebanon and Peters Township play tomorrow. And Quaker Valley and Fox Chapel play tomorrow. Also, let me get you one more update, and because that's not on here, and I got to talk to some people about this. Why are the Division II matchups not on the scoreboard? But that's okay. We'll get them taken care of from Connellsville. There's no score coming in from Connellsville between the Shannock and the Falcons of Connellsville. That game is on Mon Valley. Here it's 1-0 Norwin leading the McDowell Trojans. We'll be back with your third period after this. Back here at the Erie Bank Sports Park, 1-0 Norwin leads in this quarterfinal of the PIHL Penguins Cup playoffs. We're down to the nitty-gritty. They'll get warmed up. With the way the divisions were split this year between blue and gold, there weren't many, if at all, crossover games played between teams in each division, so they didn't get to see each other. If you don't know how they match up, speaking with Coach Luddy before the game, he was saying he was trying to watch as much video on Norwin as possible to try to figure out how they matched up with them. He thought it was a pretty fluid matchup. It's what we've seen here so far today, as these two teams are only within a goal. I'll be honest with you, with Alex Thomas and Braden Martin and Nico Catali out on the ice, I'm surprised that we're talking about a 1-0 game. But then you look at Ryan Elkin and Owen Burmeister, and they are two individual goaltenders that you know will go at it. And we've got our opening face-off to the next round, and we're back for the third period. Sean Hanley passes one out, looking for Logan Robb. It'll go into the zone. Alex Thomas. Thomas shot on save by Elkin, goes into the near corner. And it'll go out of zone opportunity here for McDowell. Catalde comes in, shot, save made, rebound. Net is dislodged, and we'll have a face-off. .38 remaining in the period. Nico Cataldi will step in with Alex Thomas. Pair of captains go at it. One back. And Braden Martin throws one around for Sorelli. Picking up Sorelli. They'll just dump that one out, looking for Robb. Back out D'Onofrio. D'Onofrio dumped that one out, and across it goes for Alex Lim. Sorelli into the half wall. Back down Sorelli. Waits, throws one on, save made. Rebound goes back. They'll battle in the half wall, D'Onofrio and Sorelli. Back out for Robb. Shot on by Constantino. Alex Lim throws one around. D'Onofrio collects it, and it'll get cleared out of the zone. Chase down, it'll be Constantino. Dom Constantino is up along the half, and he'll lose the puck, and here comes McDowell the other way. A little bit of pressure along the near wall. I can't see what's going on, so I'm going to wait for the puck to pop out. Back around, Constantino leaves it, and it'll go the length of the ice where Vanderlip will just chase it down, and they'll regroup. 15:30 to go in regulation. Out comes Martin. Martin stick down by Thomas, and it'll be cleared out of play. 15:22 to go. Looks like we'll have the face-off directly in front of us and down low. Like I said, awkward setup. You're going to miss a lot of action here, but we're going to give everything we can. Face-off one. They'll battle along the near wall. I'll try to get you a better angle if I can. It's a tough one because you're hanging the camera up over the rafters here, over the ice surface. Back down. There'll be an icing call. 15:04 remaining, third period. Norwin leads 1-0 on a goal by Alex Thomas. Face-off coming back into the McDowell zone. Face-off to the left of Elkin. Ryan Elkin, the senior. Picked up and cleared directly below us, and we'll go up along the half wall. Cleared out for Cade Zaravica. Zaravica gets around a defender, comes in, shot just wide of the net. Goes back down into the near wall. They'll battle and dump back in by Vecchio. And change possession here. Oh, opportunity for Zane Zaravica. Gets around a couple defenders into the zone, blocked around. Nico Valentine will bounce that one up off the boards. Zane will be there to block that one and cleared back out. Alex Thomas takes the puck. In, Thomas on the backhand. Around, picked up by Alex Lim. Hope it'll bounce up for Thomas. He cleared down along the near wall. And out. Come the Knights. Logan Pierce. That one up for Danny Conrad. Conrad up along the near wall and find out where the puck is. It's directly below us. Trying to watch through the viewfinder, and sometimes you miss them. Out, Hanley. Cross for Sorelli. That'll bounce back out. Opportunity for McDowell, but thwarted and had to regroup. Burmeister. Wade stumps one around. And they'll play catch in that same zone. Hanley will bounce that one around back to us. It'll be cleared up and out. We'll go to the opposite wall. D'Onofrio gets hit by Rob. Opportunity for Thomas coming the other way, but it's nicely played by Bryce Peterson. That goes the length of the ice, and they're not going to call an icing call on it. Constantino misplays that one. Comes up along the half wall, picked up, shot on, save made. On a shot by Danny Conrad, by Burmeister. Out and cleared. Look at Rob up across for Constantino. Head of steam in, opportunity, Constantino all alone, shot, scores! Dom Constantino! And Norwin leads 2-0 here at the Erie Bank Sports Park. Dom Constantino with the goal. 12:22 remaining. Face off back and cleared in by Sorelli. Back around for Tommy Vanderlip. Out of the zone they come. And going the other way is Alex Thomas. Thomas, sensing blood in the water, gets around a couple defenders, makes them, oh, big shot, block by McDowell. Back out Parker Toth. Toth, an opportunity for Thomas coming the other way. Thomas waits in the near wall. Back down they go, and they're going to call whistle here. 2-0 Norwin leads here. 11:43 remaining in the third period. One back across. Maybe picked up by Nico Valentine. Opportunity for Verratti, just dumps that one up off and out. Fortunately, personally, I'm not allowed to say anything bad about Aaron Verratti because his father will call a penalty on me in my next deck hockey game that I play. Just kidding. You know, for years I played with it. That's a little side note. I wanted to get that anecdote in at some point. He's a good guy. Back around, cleared in by Singleton. It'll be cleared back out and into the zone. You're not allowed to play favorites, and I'm not playing favorites. Back down for Alex Lim. Alex Thomas in. I just know that's coming in my next game. Cleared back in. And up along the boards for Erie, keeps it in nicely. Kept for Parker Toth. We'll go back down. Ty Turner will pass this one out for Nico Valentine. Down for Zach Singleton behind the net. People upset there was no call on the play. Down for Logan Robb. Robb across center, across blue, into the zone. Waits, shoots, loses the puck. Back around, Robb on the backhand. He picked up by Turner. Coming out is Heenan. Gino Heenan will dump that one in behind the net. Hanley comes around. They'll battle along the half wall, and it'll be cleared out by Sorelli. Sorelli behind the net. Backhanded across for Robb. Across Zaravica, backhand. Looks for the pass to Sorelli. Cleared into the corner. Pass across, shot just wide of the net. Just misses on that shot with a deflection in front. Opportunity for Sorelli. Up across. Constantino shot tipped and wide. Back down to the near wall. A battle off and picked up by McDowell, and out comes Danny Conrad. Conrad gets around a defender, comes in, shoot just wide of the net. Back down, shot across, looks for the tip in front. Conrad was not there. Martin. Braden Martin looking for the stuff in around the post and held on to by Burmeister. 9:14 remaining in the third period. 2-0 Norwin leads. Face-off coming up to the left of Burmeister. Back up and cleared up to us. Back out, it'll be dumped out of play and in for an icing. 9:05 remaining in. Braden Martin shot for Cataldi, can't get through. Shot on tipped in front. Martin shot on, scores! Braden Martin! And it's 2-1 here at Erie Bank Sports Park. He's able to pick up his own rebound and fire it home, and 8:57 remaining in the period. It's a new ball game as Braden Martin gets them back on the board. Face-off won by Norwin. Alex Thomas will dump that in, and it'll be picked up by McDowell. The Trojans will regroup, bring it in. New life with this McDowell squad. Back across. Thomas. Eights throws one in the near. Shot on tip by Martin. Ooh, nobody home. Burmeister makes a save. Puck goes to the half wall. Down, backhanded across by Vecchio, or by Verratti. Back down and goes off of the conditioner here, and we'll have another face-off. 8:17 remaining, 2-1 is your score. Norwin leading McDowell here. I'm Brian Mitchell. This is Berg Hockey Live. Thank you for joining me here at Erie Bank Sports Park in Erie, Pennsylvania. On Pittsburgh Hockey Digest and 10-band TV on your smart TVs and Amazon Fire and Roku apps. You can watch us there anytime. Back around. Gonna throw it up. It's gonna be picked up by McDowell. They'll dump it in behind. Kansas. That was off, getting picked up nicely by Ty Turner. That'll be dumped on net and blocked in front. Heenan shot goes wide, back down. That'll be picked up by Vanderlip. Into the near wall. Vanderlip gets run in. 7:36 remaining in regulation. It'll be cleared up by Verratti. And it'll go the length of the ice. It's going to go off a player, so no icing on the play. Back down. Picked up and carried out by McDowell. Oh, Alex Thomas with the rare misplay. Back down for Heenan. There he picked up, and Singleton will take it behind the net across for Hanley. Hanley along the half wall. Will be picked up. And they'll play catch in a defensive zone right now. He cleared up, and icing will be the call. 8:03 remaining. Sorry, it's the Terrestrial Club's 8:03. 6:38 remaining in regulation.
Okay, that was Braden Martin, McDowell's second leading scorer with the goal.
Back across, shot on by Alex Lim. Back down. A battle along the half wall. They'll come back out. Martin shot, save made, rebound, scores! Wendell Nedved! And ladies and gentlemen, it's a new game here at the Erie Bank Sports Park as Wendell Navidad gets the tying goal with 6:24 remaining in the third period. Face-off won by the Knights. Back around. New ball game here. Wendell Navidad carries it into the zone. He'll dump that one down around. We cleared out, and they'll pick it up in the neutral zone. Back across, looking for Catalde. Nico Catalde gets tipped off by Kansas, and here we go. Back around. And they'll go around. Constantino gets rubbed off by D'Onofrio. Battle off. Vecchio can't get to it, so it's cleared in to the far corner. Puck comes back out. They'll battle along the wall. Back around. Verratti will have to take it outside the zone. Back down for Vanderlip. And Thomas looking for the turn. He does get it. Thomas into the zone. Thomas gets around the first defender, but nice play to get around second. Comes in on goal. Doesn't have the puck. Goes back into the near corner. They'll play back and forth. Back up along the ports. It's D'Onofrio. And it's going to be picked up. An opportunity coming the other way for Gino Heenan. Gino Heenan has a 2-on here. Gets a cross shot. Save made. Bounces off a skate. Nobody home. Valentine was the wingman there. Back down. They'll come across. They'll be picked up by Valentine. And in the near corner, Nico Valentine across for Gino Heenan. I want to try to squeeze this one out. Back across, it will be coming out of the zone. Singleton. Singleton takes a shot that goes wide of the net. Down into the near corner. Logan Robb for Braden Martin. Out for Dom Constantino. Picked up by Alex Lim. Lim will have to get the deflection back. Thomas, turnover. Gets the puck back into the zone. They'll regroup. Back out. Here comes Catalde. Nico Catalde, shot, save made, goes out of play. 3:57 remaining Face-off. Once again, thank you for joining me here at the Erie Bank Sports Park. My name is Brian Mitchell. This is Berg Hockey Live. All the way up I-79. Is it Norwin that gets to go back home and then go to the island, or is it McDowell who's going to stay here and then drive down about 120 miles next week? We're going to find out. .353 to go. Face-off coming up to the right of Owen Barmeister. Back out to the point. Vanderlip can't get onto it, so it's going to be picked up. Hanley loses the puck. Going to be Nadab across. Cataldi can't get to it. Separated nicely by the Knights. Cleared up and kept in by Nadab, and now here comes Alex Thomas coming the other way. Alex Thomas comes across. Sean Hanley will take it. Hanley across for Thomas. Outshot on by Constantino, blocked. Rebound comes in shut. They'll battle along the wall. Falling down are a bunch of players, and here we go. Clear the puck. Length of the ice. Icing is the call. 3:11 remaining in the third period. Tied at 2 here at the Erie Bank Sports Park. Cade Zaravica will step in with Ty Turner. Around for Joe Vecchio. Going to be cleared out. Across it goes. Nico Valentine in the zone. Nico Valentine on the backhand. Bounces one up off the top of the net. We're down. Bounce it around. Up and cleared on, picked up by Verratti. Down on the backhand across. There you go, out to the point, kept in by McDowell. 2:36 remaining in regulation. Down, Ty Turner.
2.5 minutes left.
Up for Sean Hanley, for Gino Heenan. Aaron Verratti will bounce this one out. It's out to the point. Kept in and goes behind the net. Around, Joe Vecchio will clear but not out. Back around. Parker Toth does clear it out. Back for Logan Pierce. And McDowell looking to try to put this one away, but it's going to be going the other way real fast as he gets knocked down. Play goes on. It takes us one bounce here on both sides. Opportunity for Alex Thomas. Thomas shot. Save made by Elkin. Opportunity down. Rob will bounce that one back out for Hanley. Cross. Looking for Rob. Rob keeps it into himself. Tips it up. Comes across Sorelli. Back to the point. Kept by Martin. Martin throws this one up for a running Cataldi, and they'll get run in behind in the corner. Cataldi coming on the backhand. Throws one in front. Martin couldn't hold on to it. Picked up by Rob. Rob leaves it for Sorelli. Sorelli's shot goes off the netty, off the tendy and over. Down. Turnover. Sorelli. Shot. Save by Elkin with the glove. 1:24 to go. 1:05 regulation remaining. Alex Thomas steps in, backing around. It'll be picked up by Alex Lim. Lim come down, and it'll be carried in front of us. Down McDowell dumps it around. 52 to go in regulation. Hanley on the backhand. Cross. Thomas will pick it up behind his own net. Reset. He'll be trying to make a mistake here. Looking across for Rob. Rob's going to make it into the zone. Rob has an opportunity. Had Sorelli going. Sorelli gets the puck, but it's going to be tipped across back along the half wall. McDowell will collect and clear it out. Constantino throws one up. Down across, Sorelli shot, save made by Elkin. Getting torn down was Bryce Peterson, and ladies and gentlemen, 18 seconds to go in regulation here. Constantino across for Thomas. Alex Thomas gets around the first defender. Second defender tries to get around everybody else, comes in, no puck with him. Tommy Vanderlip passes one out that goes the length of the ice. No ice on the play. Oh, they do call an ice on the play. 4 seconds to go. Norwin will have the faceoff in the offensive zone with 4 seconds remaining in regulation. Tied at 2 here at the Erie Bank Sports Park. Face-off to the right. Face-off one back by McDowell. Martin will just stand on it, and we will go to overtime. Full overtime. We'll have an ice cut after this overtime if necessary. No shootouts in overtime, in playoffs. So we'll go to overtime. We'll be back after this. Golden goal activated here at the Erie Bank Sports Park as we will go until we can't go no more. Overtime is here. 5-on-5. Thomas steps in with that, and it'll go back out of the zone. Picked up by Bryce Peterson. He'll dump that one in. Into the zone behind the net. We picked up by Thomas. Thomas with the puck. Carries it out directly in front of us. Tries to pass one across. Finds Sorelli. Sorelli dumps that one into the zone. Looking for Logan Robb on the near wall. Down. A little extracurricular going on down there. Sorelli down to help. Along the half wall, kept in by Norwin, by what I can tell. Back down, Norwin shot on by Robb. Robb will get the pass back. Look at Sorelli for Robb. Comes across, back down. They'll play on. Sorelli back for Robb. Pressured off by Peterson. They'll go back and forth. Robb gets the puck, throws one behind. Cross comes Veretti. Aaron Veretti on the half wall. Goes back down. Aaron Veretti lays a hit on Navidad and across. Constantino shot tipped across and wide of the net. Down for Wendell Navidad, and he'll be cleared back down. In comes Catalde. Nico Catalde waits, shoots, save by Burmeister, and held on to. 15:38 remaining in the first overtime here. 2-2 is your score. Next goal sends one of these teams home and one of these teams to the island next Wednesday to the semifinals. Down along the wall, cleared out, carrying it out is Parker Toth. Shot on by Vecchio, goes wide of the net. Down for Kansas. Gonna go back down and kept in by Zaravica. Opportunity coming the other way. Nope, icing, 15-11 remaining in this overtime period. It'd be the real Mitch thing to get an overtime game here. The last 5 playoff games that I have covered have gone to overtime. Hack down. That's including the girls' league last year. Hack down, in and around. Shot on, save made. Hanley goes off. They'll battle along the near wall. Here comes Norwin. It's going to be Alex Thomas. Thomas out for Vecchio. Thomas shot, save, made, rebound, bounces back into the far wall. Out comes McDowell. Gino Hine back up, picked up for Hanley. Music errantly plays. Back out for Constantino. Tipped in by Vecchio along to the near wall. Back down to D'Onofrio. Takes the puck, and it's cleared up. Alex Thomas regroups back to Constantino. It'll be cleared in. Wait, Rob. Behind the net. He'll come back out to the point. Constantino. Shot blocked nicely by Heenan, but kept by Thomas. Thomas into the zone. Shot just high. Probably off the glove of Elkin. Back around Thomas in the near corner. Here, back down. They'll regroup along the half wall. A lot going on down low. Back up, and Thomas regroups back across for Constantino, gives it back to Thomas. Thomas loses the puck. It'll be cleared in by Ty Turner. Burmeister comes out. Again, Rob into the zone. Rob shot wide. Back down looking for Sorelli. Sorelli is for the hit instead. Catalde lets it go back out. Constantino will dump it back in. It'll go back around where Alex Lim sneaks it behind his own net. It'll be cleared up along off of Rob, and Catalde will take it and dump it back into the zone. 12:56 remaining in the first overtime here, which time really doesn't matter in these. Back across, shot, save made. Going to be picked up by Verratti. I think that time matters for is keeping the periods separate. Back down. Dumped in front. It's going to be out for Bryce Peterson. Peterson down. Finds Navidad. Braden Martin, the first goal scorer for McDowell. Waits. Pass back out for Lim. That Chronic goes out of the zone. Peterson will have to regroup. Everybody needs to get on. Down Verratti. Passes it across for Constantino. Constantino dumps it down. They'll play in front. It'll be cleared to the blue line and in. Back behind Peterson. We'll take it and clear it up off of Martin's glove. It's going to bounce around. Had Rob coming in. It's going to be picked up by Kansas. Back across through everybody. Parker Toth. Toth comes in, fires one. Sticked off and into the glass, and it's going to be picked up. Carrying the other way. Opportunity 3-on-1 if they hurry. Across for Braden Martin. Martin sticked in front by Kansas. And a pass goes far enough for icing. And lucky break there as Alex Thomas was coming, but that was a 3-on-1 that was thwarted by a stick of Kansas. Well, a face-off to the left of Owen Burmeister. Face-off one. Across and looking for Sorelli. Sorelli into the zone. Tries to get around the turn, does so, but gets muscled off. Sorelli maintains possession into the near corner. See who pops out with it. It's going to be picked up, and out comes it's going to be Rob getting the puck, giving it up to Alex Thomas. It's going to bounce back for Rob. Rob passes it up into the zone past Sorelli and back behind. Hayden Franos can't get to it, so it's going to be picked up by Sorelli, who dumps that one in, but it's going to be misplayed shot just wide of Elkin. Rob waits for Thomas. Thomas gets around a defender. Thomas shot. Save by Elkin. 10:31 remaining in the overtime period. And we're still waiting for that golden goal. Face-off coming up to the right of Ryan Elkin. Back down. Catalde into the zone. Catalde. Throws one in front, bounces off a couple skates. Around the corner and out of play. 10:18 remaining in the overtime period. Again, thank you all for joining us here this evening at the Erie Bank Sports Park. As this instant classic gets maybe towards its finale, but kind of hoping not, because it's been some excellent hockey so far. Hack across. Shot on blocked. Goes back behind. Hanley. Up, and it'll bounce out. Opportunity thwarted by McDowell. They'll regroup back down, looking for Zaravica. Zaravica couldn't get to it, so they'll have to collect it behind, around for Catalde. Nico Catalde throws one up along. That's Constantino. Catalde will take it. Has Thomas on him, but Catalde in through everybody. Has the puck, didn't realize it for half a second. Back out, picked up by Cade Zaravica. Zaravica in. Throws one across. Looks, then it's going to go past. Couple players shot on wide. Shot cleared by Verratti. Rob back down. Looks to try to do a clearing pass. Constantino keeps it in. Back down, Constantino. Throws one across, and here comes McDowell the other way. It'll be Navidad in. Looking for Catalde, nobody home. It's going to be a turnover, and here comes Verratti the other way. Aaron Verratti across. Thomas shot wide. Back down. It'll be Catalde throwing across. Thomas is going to pick up that puck. They stay onside nicely. Here comes Thomas. Gets around the defenders, but it's going to be sticked off at the last second by Peterson. And Catalde will dump that one out. Kansas will bounce that one back out for Verratti. Verratti into the zone. Verratti waits. Throws one off and rebound. Opportunity shot. Scores! Wait. No goal! No goal! No goal! Hold the press. Stop it all.
Didn't hear a whistle, but
This one is not over. They whistled this one dead.
did not hear a whistle, but that must have been the case.
They are going to talk about this. Referee came in waving the arms. You got to clear a broken stick out of the crease, but they're going to talk about this one for half a second. Thomas coming in talking about it. Face-off will be directly to our right, outside the zone. There was a lot going on in front of the net. 8:22 remaining in the overtime period. Hand pass is what they're calling. Oh, interference, okay.
We just heard that because we did not hear a whistle up here.
Saying goaltender interference, and it'll be won by Norwin. In comes Cirelli up across for Alex Thomas. Thomas out for Constantino's shot, gloved by Elkin and held on to. 8 minutes exactly remaining in the first overtime period. Thomas will step in with Ty Turner. That got shot by Cirelli. Rebound. Rob can't get to it. Back out to Cirelli. He'll just dump that one in behind the net. Chasing it down is Rob. He'll go into the near corner. Back down, cleared in. McDowell trying to bring this one across. It'll be backhanded by the Knights. Down. Rob. Oh, looking for Cirelli on the open pass, but nobody home. McDowell will just dump that one back in. We're going to have an icing call here. Nope. Originally called it, but waved it off. It'll be cleared up. Norwin's going to clear it up, looking for Cirelli. It's going to bounce off of his body, but it's going to go back out to the point. Constantino brings it in across. Thomas can't handle the pass. On the half wall. Will bounce out. We go behind the net. Rob will be there. Shot by Hanley, tipped in front, goes back behind. Rob has Cirelli in front. Cirelli's going to drop. Cirelli behind the net. Backed out, Hanley. Hanley, shot, tipped, and opportunity here. Kept in by Thomas. Thomas gets around a couple defenders. Thomas in. Final defender does get him. That was Nico Valentine. And here comes McDowell the other way. Martin into the zone. Martin looking for the wrap. Save by Burmeister. 6:28 remaining in the overtime. Face off to the right of Burmeister. Cataldi can't hold on to it, so it'll be Kansas taking the puck. Throws this one around. Picked up and thrown across for Martin. It's going to be the Knights taking the other way. Kansas. Sorry for Zaravica. Zaravica shot. Blocked by D'Onofrio. Back down opportunity here for Vecchio. Can't get to it. Zaravica. Back across. Shot on by Kansas. Zaravica, across opportunity here. Oh, wide open shot. And save on a shot by Vecchio. Parker Toth playing tough in front. But Elkin up to task. And we play on. 5:54 remaining in the overtime frame. Alex Thomas steps in with Wendell Navidad, and it'll be one. Cirelli's shot will go wide. Cirelli battles that one back around. Get to Logan Robb on the near wall. They picked up and cleared out, maybe. Like trying to find what's going on. In the zone they go. Verratti comes in. It's around a couple defenders. It's going to be picked up by Braden Martin. Martin throws one up for Nico Cataldi. Lose the puck to Verratti. Verratti just throws that one onto the McDowell bench. 5:23 to go in the overtime. They're going to say face off to the right of Burmeister. $5:23 to go. Thomas. Back. Constantino. Back up to the point. They kept in by Logan Pierce, and it goes back behind. Picked up by Hanley. Cross they go. Behind, Burmeister leaves it and holds on to it. 5:05 to go. 2 2 is your score. 5:05 to go in the first overtime period. Back around. We tipped in front for Danny Conrad and cleared. Picked up by Logan Robb. Robb knocked down. No penalty. Back down. Sorelli. Back on in. We go. It'll be Vanderlip throwing one around for Danny Conrad. Conrad will collect and throws one out to the point where Hanley will dive in, hopefully getting the puck. Does so. Shot blocked by Conrad. 4:34 remaining. Well, the face-off to the right of Elkin. 4:34 remaining. Back down. Robb shot. Goes through the crease. Sorelli was there. Back around for Constantino. Sorelli can't get to it. Misplayed around. Alex Lim will throw this one up along the half wall, and out comes McDowell. Shot on Gino Heenan. Shot bounces into the near corner. Back down. Heenan gets the rebound. Recollects the puck. Constantino can't get to it. Lim will throw that one on, and back out comes Sorelli. Sorelli in. Does it shake off the defender? Does so. Into the behind the net. They're going to let him play behind the net. Puck will get cleared the length of the ice. 3:47 remaining in regulation. Icing is the call. Face-off won by Norwin. Back to Constantino. Shot tipped around. Goes to Vecchio. Vecchio on the backhand. Can't get the full brunt of it. Back around. Calde will take it. Passes it out. Finds Navidad. Back across. Up and back down. Knights will try to get it out of the zone. Constantino in. Constantino across. Back down. Behind the net, Constantino dumps one into the near wall. And it's going to be cleared up to be played back in. Quick change for the Knights. McDowell trying to get it out of the zone. And comes dumped in D'Onofrio. Back behind. Constantino throws one around looking for Sorelli. The Knights try to come in, but it's turned around. Opportunity coming the other way for McDowell. Shot on, saved by Burmeister. Rebound, tipped in front. Opportunity there. Sorelli can't get it out. It's going to go back around for Martin. Hanley. Pick up the puck and it'll be cleared out. Opportunity here if he hurries is Alex Thomas. Game on his stick. Thomas comes in. Shot, scores! Alex Thomas ends it here at 2:21 of the overtime period, and the Norwin Knights defeat the McDowell Trojans in Erie 3-2 in overtime. They're still celebrating down low.
Final score here.
We're going to get you the handshake line, and I'm going to get back on the 2-hour drive. Thank you for joining me here at the Erie Bank Sports Park. My name was Brian Mitchell. This is Berg Hockey Live. That was Norwin defeating McDowell 3-2 in a absolute classic in overtime. Norwin heads off to the island next Wednesday. Enjoy the remainder of your evening. Be safe. I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Take care.